Infinix phones are getting really good, and they are really going all out in the Malaysian market to challenge companies like Xiaomi and Realme. And their latest candidate in the mid-range phone category is the Infinix Note 12 G88, which I have right here in this really beautiful Giro blue color, and I've been taking it for a spin in the real world for the past 2 weeks. And boy, it is a great smartphone with just a few compromises that aren't really deal breakers. So here is my review of it. By looking at the back of the phone, you definitely can't tell that this is a sub 1000 ringgit smartphone, as it has a very premium design with a glossy finish on the top while having a frosted paint job at the bottom. Mind you, this is a plastic bag and it feels just as classy as any glass back phones, which you don't need to worry about breaking if you happen to drop the phone someday. On the front, you get a very bright 6.7-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display that refreshes at 60Hz, which is a little disappointing considering most phones of the same class are already offering smooth 90Hz displays. But it is the brightest AMOLED display that I have seen at the same class that has excellent visibility outdoors. The bezels around the display is a little thick, and the U-shaped camera notch looks dated for modern mid-range phone standards. The Note 12 features good sounding stereo speakers, a 3.5mm headphone jack at the bottom, and a reliable side-mounted fingerprint reader that never fails to read my fingerprint. On top of that, the phone is equipped with a MediaTek Helio G88 SoC that's supported by 6GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. Performance is very much on par with the Snapdragon 680, as you can see in both Geekbench and 3D Mark benchmarks between a competing device. While in real-world usage, the phone performs decent as an everyday device for social media and texting. Gaming is also good for mid-range phone standards if you don't push the graphics setting, and it doesn't get too hot to handle after gaming for extended periods. The Note 12 software is filled with bloatware, just like most Infinix phones, which you can't uninstall. While the company's XOS skin has a lot of features to offer on the table, I'm more disappointed with the fact that it doesn't ship with Android 12 out of the box, because this would make it a huge selling point over other competitors, and I'm willing to forgive all the useless bloatware that comes in the software experience. It is one thing that I've been complaining and nitpicking on previous Infinix devices I have come across. If they can't offer a clean out-of-the-box operating system on their laptops, they can most certainly do it on their phones too, or just give us a better skin. When it comes to cameras, the Infinix Note 12's main 50MP wide-angle camera is a pretty solid performer for mid-range standards, though it's just a shame that its two supplementary cameras are a garbage 2MP depth and a QVGA resolution AI camera. Seriously, Infinix, I would really appreciate if you could just give us a low-res ultra-wide or macro lens instead of that QVGA lens. But aside from that, images from the main camera are pretty social media worthy when used in good lighting. Though as usual, you will notice some soft focus and grain if you view them on a big screen. Indoor photos also look surprisingly good with decent saturation and contrast. As for a 60MP selfie camera, it takes rather average looking selfies, but definitely not embarrassing for a new Facebook profile picture. Battery life is impressive on the Infinix Note 12 with a 5000 mAh battery. It will definitely last you a heavy day of texting and social media, and if you are the lightweight user, the phone will easily offer 2 days of battery life on a single charge. And you'll be glad to know that instead of the usual 18W fast charging brick, Infinix has bundled a 33W fast charger that will juice up the phone pretty quickly. And even if you don't have access to the charger, the phone will still support 15W of USB PD charging, which still can be a lifesaver if you run out of battery halfway. Overall, the Infinix Note 12 G88 is a pretty good value mid-range phone and one of the better looking phones in the competition that doesn't feel too plasticky or flashy. It retails at a very attractive price tag of 699 ringgit in Malaysia and can be purchased over at Infinix's official store in the link below. So let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and thanks for watching this review. Remember to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the subscribe button and click on the bell notification icon so that you don't miss any of our uploads. I'm Warren, and I'll see you guys in our next one.